Muhoozi keeps abusing his authority and office. When is he going to be called to order? That's a question that Ugandans out there have. When will he be called to order? Because he has promised to kill Honorable Kyagulanyi and Dr. Kizza Besigye. He said he killed 22 NUP supporters and he wants to kill others. Muhoozi, who the hell do you think you are to break the law in a manner so wanton that for you, you think that the lives of Ugandans are in your hands? I'm going to kill this one. I'm going to abduct this one. And then you follow up on these threats. We are not going to be intimidated and for everyone to shrink when this man is breaking every law in the books. It's not acceptable. And then after he has written all of this garbage that he writes, you see him post and say, me, I'm a descendant of Jesus Christ, as if to insinuate that he's committing all these atrocities in the name of God. This nonsense has got to stop. We saw the LRA, Lord's Resistance Army. They were killing in the name of God. We have seen several other people, groups, individuals who kill in the name of God. And that's what Muhoozi seems to be doing. That he'll commit all these atrocities, break the law in the name of God. No, as a people, we must say this nonsense has got to stop. I'm wondering also, entities like Uganda Human Rights Commission, who are quiet at a time like this when it matters. I know that when Eddie Mutwe was held by Muhoozi, Uganda Human Rights Commission issued a statement saying he should be released, and Muhoozi threatened them also. I don't know whether that's why they are quiet as well. So every government entity clothed with authority has now shrunk because of this man. We have seen the involvement of the military in arrests, overriding courts. Of course, we saw their involvement in the brutal elections as they were. In essence, we seem to be under a military dictatorship, a military rulership. And maybe that's why Muhoozi, an army officer, has got no regard for the law. It needs to be clear, because you cannot say one thing and do another. We need to be clarified that maybe the law does not matter anymore in this country, that maybe courts of law don't matter anymore. When they issue summons, they will be threatened and intimidated, so that there is no pretense. Then the people will know this is what is prevailing. We all saw the remarks of the Honorable General Kahinda Otafire, immediate former Minister of Internal Affairs, after he handed over office to Professor Ephraim Kamuntu. He told him, look, I need to remind you to not allow extrajudicial killings by rogue officers in the Directorate of Crime Intelligence, which is headed by Major General Christopher Damulira. In essence, General Kahinda Otafire was conceding that there are extrajudicial killings, and those extrajudicial killings are by the state, are by men and women in uniform. That's what the immediate former Minister of Internal Affairs said. When we speak about these things, many times people say, this is just the opposition smearing dirt on the government, but this is your cabinet minister. He's still in cabinet. And he has been supervising these entities, including the Directorate of Crime Intelligence, headed by Christopher Damulira. What more are we waiting for? Human rights violations are not only affecting opposition leaders and supporters. We have seen the clergy. We saw Father Sekabira from Masaka, Deusdedit, who was abducted. It had been unheard of, but it is happening. We are seeing what's been happening to journalists, and now Muhoozi is also threatening to close down certain media houses. I saw him threaten Daily Monitor and Nation Media Group. Civil society leaders have been targeted. Even NRM politicians have not been spared. Last week we were in Parliament and I raised the matter of Honorable Margaret Etilu, the Amoria woman MP, who was picked up, and for weeks her family was demanding to know her whereabouts. So what's clear is that no one is safe. And so we cannot be pretending about these things. I know that in the past, when they would pick up the Eddie Mutwes, many people would be quiet and say, well, he's not a member of my party. Maybe he even committed some kind of offense. But until it reaches your doorstep, and now this madman is showing you that he will reach everybody. And I'm saying mad because who does this in their normal sense of state?